With the arrival of the Moors, a time of advanced civilization and enlightenment began in Europe. They brought with them from Africa their vast knowledge in many fields. They had access to and drew upon the knowledge of the previous African scholars, Egyptians, Ethiopians, and the Greeks. The kingdom of Al-Andalus would establish institutions that would last until the present day and serve to enrich and enlighten Europe. Legends and mythologies were created through which the people of the Islamic world and of Christian Europe would until now secure their identities, beliefs, and values. Legends such as the Song of Roland from France, King Arthur and the Crusades, Lancelot and the Black Knight, Saint Maurice, a patron saint in the traditions of the Germanic peoples, Antar and Ziryab, the great Moorish singer, musician, and stylist, came from the time of this great empire. Science, philosophy, navigation, mathematics, and more were taught and developed. The cultures of Spain, Portugal, Sicily, France, Britain, and the Slovak countries were all positively influenced by this contact. We, too, in our time, must give credit for our lives and culture to these Moors. The cities of Córdoba, Toledo, Granada, Sevilla, Coimbra, and Lisbon were their greatest achievements, since they embodied all of the other contributions and have been the longest lasting. According to Stanley Lane Poole, we learn, Córdoba in the 10th century was very much like a modern city. Its streets were well paved, and there were raised sidewalks for pedestrians. At night, one could walk for 10 miles by the light of lamps, flanked by an uninterrupted extent of buildings. This was hundreds of years before there was a paved street in Paris, France, or a street lamp in London, England. The population of Córdoba was over 1 million. There were 200,000 homes, 800 public schools, and many colleges and universities. Córdoba possessed 10,000 palaces of the wealthy, besides many royal palaces surrounded by beautiful gardens. There were even 5,000 mills in Córdoba at a time when there was not even one in the rest of Europe. There were also 900 public baths, besides a large number of private ones, at a time when the rest of Europe considered bathing as extremely sinful and to be avoided as much as possible. Córdoba was also graced by a system of over 4,000 public markets. The great mosque of Córdoba, another grand structure, had a scarlet and gold roof with 1,000 columns of porphyry and marble. It was lit by more than 200 silver chandeliers